Steve Spagnuolo went around the Kansas City Chiefs' celebratory locker room Sunday night and kept uplifting his players with his actions. Spagnuolo, the veteran defensive coordinator, wrapped his arms around Chris Jones, hugging the Chiefs' best pass rusher as tight as he could. A few moments later, Spagnuolo took a knee in front of the defensive backs for a photo. Spagnuolo, with his nose still red from the near-freezing temperature at Arrowhead Stadium, posed by pointing to his players, a group that led the Chiefs to their latest AFC West crown. In response, several of the Chiefs' defenders, many of them donning a commemorative ball cap or T-shirt, credited Spagnuolo's aggressive coaching style and play calling for generating the biggest highlights in the Chiefs' 25-17 win over the Cincinnati Bengals, a comeback victory that clinched another playoff spot. The Chiefs, 10-6, entered Sunday's game allowing just 17.7 points per game, the second fewest in the league. But the Bengals scored 17 points before half-time, building a 10-point lead by converting short third-down snaps and benefiting from the scrambling ability of backup quarterback Jake Browning. "We just needed a spark, man," safety Justin Reed said. "Nobody needs to be a Superman or play hero ball. But when it's your chance to make a play, we need somebody to go be that spark to electrify everything because one play makes a difference." Indeed, the play that started the Chiefs' rally came with 7 minutes left in the third quarter, a 4th-and-1 snap for the Bengals at their opponent's 6-yard line. Spagnuolo counted the Bengals' jumbo formation, including 6 linemen and 2 tight ends, with the Chiefs' goal line personnel, featuring 6 linemen, 2 linebackers and 2 safeties. Anticipating a running play, Spagnuolo called a blitz. Willie Gay Jr., the Chiefs' most athletic linebacker, split center Ted Karras and right guard Alex Kappa to tackle running back Joe Mixon 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Watching from the sideline, Spagnuolo celebrated with a fist pump. "The whole D-line had a good surge on the play, and I just put my invisible suit on and ran through that lane," Gay said. "That's a little joke we say in the linebacker room. I was unblocked, and I was thankful to be there to make the play." Defensive end Mike Danner said Gay's highlight was like the Chiefs connecting on a power hook in a heavyweight fight, one that knocked the Bengals, 8-8, backward. In their final 4 possessions, the Bengals never came close to having another scoring opportunity. The Chiefs' defense improved its points per game average by shutting out the Bengals in the second half, which was essentially required for the unit because the offense, led by quarterback Patrick Mahomes, failed to score a touchdown after its opening possession. The second half featured the Chiefs playing their best version of Marty Ball, the zero-LD school strategy of former coach Marty Schottenheimer, including many handoffs to the running back, a highlight or two from the passing attack and the defense dominating the opposing offense to control the tempo. The Chiefs rode that style to 7 playoff appearances in 8 years in the 1990s. This is the way that the Chiefs can still win the Super Bowl, CBS analyst Tony Romo said. You're not necessarily lighting up the scoreboard, but this defense is on a record pace in a lot of categories. It's been since 1995 that they've given up this low amount of yards, and 2014 since the points per game were this low. You can rely on them in key moments. Time after time after time, coach Andy Reid, known for his offensive innovations, trusted his defense, and kicker Harrison Butker, who made a career-high 6 field goals. I let the defense down last week, Mahomes said of the Chiefs' 20-14 loss to the Las Vegas Raiders. They played their tails off. The 2 turnovers were 14 points. That changed the entire game, obviously. This week, especially after we had the fumble, I tried to do a great job of when it wasn't there deep, get it to underneath guys and try to get the first down. If not, we can punt, man. I know that's not how I've always rolled, but we can punt. The defense can get us the ball back, and we're going to find ways to win games. It's different, man, to have this good of a defense that shuts the door on some great offensive players. It's going to keep us in every single game. When Snead arrived at Arrowhead, he wasn't sure he'd be available to play. In last week's game, Snead sustained a strained right calf injury that forced him to miss 3 practices. Snead said he decided to suit up 2 hours before kickoff after testing his calf on the field with a few drills. God carried me this long, said Snead, who hasn't missed a game this season. I just went out there with faith. Snead was plenty motivated, too. On Thursday, Jamar Chase, the Bengals' best receiver, said nothing impressed him about the Chiefs' secondary. They can take it how they want it. I don't care, Chase said of the Chiefs. I know what I see on paper. I know what I see in game. That's why they double everybody, because they can't do it one-on-one. It's not like they've got a superstar on the defense. As the Chiefs' shadow cornerback, the defender whose biggest responsibility is covering the opponent's best receiver, Snead lined up across from Chase on 21 of his 34 routes, surrendering just 2 receptions for 27 yards, according to Next Gen Stats. Snead stuck as close as he could to Chase as an intimidation tactic, even after plays, and shoved him a few times.